Hello, and welcome back to the Wednesday night live streaming of the Boy Ninja 1704 Twitch stream on Accessible Gaming. I'm your host, Boy Ninja 1704, otherwise known as Fraser, and I'm the chairman of a charity called Triple Tap Tech. And Triple Tap Tech provide advice, help, support, and training to anyone with a visual impairment and accessing all forms of technology. So that can be everything from listening to a simple audiobook all the way through to using the latest smartphones, tablets, laptops, PCs, MacBooks, you name it, we basically provide support on it. Now, as part of the support that we provide, we're sort of moving into accessible gaming. So we've created the Blind Ninja 1704 media channels for our accessible gaming. And with that, you've got the Twitch channel that you're watching now. So if you could go and give us a like, subscribe, share, all that usual jazz, that'd be sort of fantastic. What we want you to do is share this channel with everyone you know, far and wide, across all sorts of social media stuff, in order that we can get this sort of information out there to the sort of the wider public, for lack of better terms, and try and make people aware that gaming can be accessible, at least to a degree anyway. Another channel we've got is our YouTube channel, the Blind Ninja 1704 YouTube channel. So again, go and check that out and give us a like, share, subscribe and all that jazz. And that would just be just rosy, to be honest. Cool. So yeah, so Triple Tap Tech, we provide advice, help, support and training when it comes to technology. And part of that is saying there was our accessible gaming. So we've also developed an area of our webpage. So if you go to tripletaptech.org, then up at the links up at the top, it will say accessible gaming. We've developed a range of sort of guides, walkthroughs, game reviews, and sort of equipment reviews and that too, and how to sort of get the most accessibility out of your games. It's sort of simple things like changing the visuals and that of the game, all the way through to sort of the accessibility features that are built in on most of the games. So today, as you can probably see with the unsteady camera movement, as we're playing I'm going to focus on the PlayStation VR. So the PlayStation VR is a virtual reality headset that has been released for the PlayStation 4. You can also use it works slightly better on the PlayStation 4 Pro, and you can also use it on the PlayStation 5. And basically what it is a headset that comes with its own sort of processing unit, and you plug that into the back of your PlayStation and plug your TV into the processing unit, and there you go, you've got the virtual reality setup. Now, some people say with virtual reality they can't use virtual reality because of their visual impairment and they can't see stuff right sort of round about them. And for some sort of visual impairments, that's quite true. However, I'm the complete opposite of that. I love playing in virtual reality, and the reason for that, what I can figure out anyway, is that because the screens are basically touching my eyeballs, then I don't need to sort of focus and try and see stuff in the distance. If I try and see stuff more than sort of 2 or 3 feet away from me, then it gets quite tricky. With my sort of home setup with the PlayStation, I've got a PlayStation 4 Pro. I've not lucky enough yet to get a PlayStation 5. It's not for lack of trying, let me tell you, but hey, it is what it is. We'll just need to wait and be patient, and we'll get one when we can get one. But I've got the PlayStation Pro set up to the PlayStation VR processing unit, and that's connected to sort of 65-inch HD 1080p TV. And generally when I'm playing games on the TV, I'm sitting about 2 to 3 feet away from it. Oh, give me a second, I'll just put this going back. Press the button. I'm sitting about 2 to 3 feet away from it, and I still sort of struggle to try and make out stuff that's happening on the screen, especially if stuff's going pretty fast. However, with the PlayStation VR and sort of hands and VR headsets in general, then because the sort of screen is basically touching my eyeballs, I find it a lot more easier, and more importantly, I find it a lot more comfortable to play. So what I tend to do now, if I'm playing a game on the PlayStation, I'll just stick on the VR headset, and you can just play the game like you're sitting in the middle of an empty cinema with sort of that huge screen in front of you. And I find that sort of a lot more comfortable and enjoyable to sort of play the games with. With the PlayStation VR 2, there's a whole range of different games that's available. You can get sort of easy, simple to play experiences, all the way up to sort of very sort of advanced and interactive games, even just to simple experiences that you can just sort of take part in to a limited degree and enjoy. So today we're going to go over quite a few of the ones, and I've got quite a lot of games in mind to play, and we'll just see how sort of time takes us when it comes to playing them. But the one that I'm going to start off with is sort of a cross between a computer game and a cinema, a film experience, and it's called Star Wars Vader Immortal. So as everyone sort of knows, I'm a huge sort of Star Wars fan, and I tend to play it whenever I can. So this is like an episodic series of games. So for today, I'm just going to sort of walk through the first game and sort of see how we get on. Cool. So with Vader Immortal, with Vader Immortal VR, I'm using the PlayStation Move controllers in order to sort of interact with stuff about. And as you can see, the tracking on it's not 100% great, but it's sort of doable. I always sort of struggle a wee bit when it comes to the PlayStation Move controllers with sort of the tracking and that on them, just because they're sort of light based and the technology itself is ancient with the PlayStation sort of Move. The controls themselves I also find quite limited in what they can do. They've sort of got the main action button in the middle where your thumb is located, and you've got your four sort of PlayStation buttons located around about that. So your triangle, X, circle, square, etc. And you've got triggers on the back of it. However, the one major thing that I feel is missing with the PlayStation Move controllers is just no thumbstick or directional pad. And that just sort of limits the games in so many ways. What I tend to do when I'm playing sort of more sort of complicated games like that, I'll either use the PC VR through Steam, or I'll use the Oculus Quest 2, which is sort of a standalone headset you can get. And it's sort of fantastic because there's a wide variety of games available for it, and it's an all-in-one unit. The way that the PlayStation VR is sort of set up is you've got the processing unit that connects to your PlayStation, and then your TV connects to the processing unit, and you also have the PlayStation camera that you can situate sort of atop or below your TV. And what the camera does is it looks for light signals that are sent out from the VR headset and the Move controllers in order to see where it is on the screen. So just as I'm moving the arms in front of me now, the camera's picking up the white ball at the edge of the Move controller, and it's following. As you can see, sometimes it can be a wee bit glitchy, but it is what it is, and sort of hopefully when they bring out sort of a new PlayStation VR, maybe for the PlayStation 5, they'll at least think about updating these controllers. As compared to the Oculus Quest and our VR systems, they are far, far behind what they should be. So, shall we begin? So in here I'm in the menu when it comes to Vader Immortal, so it's the very first episode I'm going to play, and there's a couple of things we can adjust. First of all, with the basic headset settings, as I say with all games, have a wee play about with the brightness. See how bright or how dull you can make a game, and that will sort of suit your eye condition. So I got a wee bit sidetracked there. Also, when it comes to VR, sometimes comfort can be quite important. A lot of people who play VR can experience motion sickness to a degree. Some very bad, some not so bad. And again, it depends on the game that you're playing and how you react to it. So the first thing, if we go into comfort, so just press this big, nice purple button. This is the one thing I love about VR too. It's the fact if I'm struggling to make something out, I can just bring my head a wee bit closer, and the writing gets bigger. So that's sort of great. Not sort of an inbuilt accessibility feature, just a feature of VR. And again, that's just one of the things that I find quite accessible. So the first thing we've got up here is standard settings. So we can just select that, and it just basically means that your sort of motion and stuff is. If you have got sort of motion sickness, I would recommend putting on the comfort settings. And again, that just sort of takes away some of the stuff. Now, if we go into custom, we can discuss some of the stuff. So we've got the Virgin on. So that's sort of a way that the camera sort of lens has on it. Movement. Unfortunately, with this one here, we've only got linear movement. So you can just sort of have to camera shake. That's one that I'd always say turn off, as it just makes the screen a wee bit easier to see. Sometimes I find, especially if there's a lot going on the screen, and the sort of camera shaking all over the place, it can be quite easy to get disorientated. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put this back up to standard, and I'm going to go back out this one. Going to go into accessibility. Unfortunately, it sounds great that they've got an accessibility option here, but you know what? There isn't much accessibility in it. So the first thing we've got is seated, so you can play the game sitting down or standing. I've chose to sort of stand in the middle of my living room when playing this game, and basically what that does is allows me sort of free movement, so I can move around a wee bit and interact with stuff on the game a wee bit easier, rather than just doing the point and click movement on it. Visual assist, so again that just brings up stuff on the screen for you to see. So this is handy if you've got a hearing impairment, and it'll tell you the direction of any sort of attacks and whereabouts roughly they're coming from. The other thing we've got here is language and subtitles. Sometimes these can be handy, sometimes not so handy with your eye condition. Again, these subtitles on this game are on or they're off. You can't sort of customise them to a display that's better for you. So in games such as Fortnite and The Last of Us Part 2, you can sort of customise the game and the subtitles on them to change the foreground and background colour and how opaque the background is on it. And this one they're either on or they're off. So that's enough of that talk. Let's get into some Star Wars action here. So have a nice wee stretch. I've previously checked that the room round about me is all clear of stuff that I'm going to sort of fall, trip over, hit, punch, etc. One of the things as well with the PlayStation VR is the fact that there's sort of no sort of safe zone built into your play. When you start it up, it will show you a picture of the room you're in, and it's basically your job to make sure that's clear and remember where you are. But however, when it comes to playing VR games such as Vader Immortal, it's quite easy to lose track of where you are in your room. So the Oculus Quest has got a much better VR guardian system, it's called, in which it will actually draw a virtual wall around your room that you can define, so that you can just play inside that safe area. As soon as you approach that wall, a grid will appear on the screen, and then if you do sort of pass through it, the game will stop playing. So let's get started with this. So I'm going to press back, back again, back, got to resume. So yeah, so if you want to sort of get in contact with us, if you can do it through our website at tripletaptech.org, where sort of one thing that we'd sort of quite like the visual impaired game community to do is to sort of do reviews and that on different stuff. For us, it could be games, it could be gaming accessories, etc. And we'll sort of publish that on our website at tripletaptech.org. Okay, so we've just started off. We're in the middle of sort of a cockpit. I can sort of look around me, and just as I move my head, or even as I'm moving sort of my body, walking forward, walking back, I can sort of go over to the edge here.
Oh, and you can go back
Have
and
open
relax.
space. Cool. So what I'm going to do is move So we're just in sort of the spaceship that we're in at the moment there, and we're sort of just having a wee nosy around. So this is sort of an interactive bit of the game. There's not a lot going on, so you can just take your time and sort of get used to using the controls and picking up and sort of interacting with sort of different objects. So if I want to move around, I just press the action button. So that's the big button in the middle of the move controllers, and I just sort of point this blue beam where I want to be going. So if I want to go back into the cockpit, I just press it there, and voila, straight away I'm sort of there. What I find is, however, is with sort of the navigation system, it's very sort of limited. When I first started playing this game, again, it was on the Oculus Quest, and just having the thumbsticks and being able to move around with the thumbsticks makes it a lot more of an enjoyable sort of experience. So I'm just going to use the stick and move around quickly. What you can also do is you can use I think it's the X and the circle buttons on the move control. So the two bottom ones at the bottom of the action pad, of the action button, to sort of navigate around as well, to have a wee look around. That can be sort of particularly useful in relation to the PlayStation camera, because if I sort of stand in certain areas, it will tell me that I'm out of the playing area. And again, that's just because the camera can't pick up the light signals on the end of the move controllers. So let's go back in, we'll have a wee sort of nosy. So, just got it. Pick up.
Ah, there's our ship.
Well.
The Windfall. Wasn't she beautiful when we first stole her? A lot of parsecs down the old girl now.
So definitely didn't mean to throw the ship there, but hey, as I say, ship happens.
Carrying us around. Oh, I digress.
So let's see what else we can find here.
Oh, scrag. Looks like we took some damage back there. Well, I try to reroute the power. Why don't you go ahead and scan
Okay, so
the
now
ship.
we get into playing.
Alright. Well, looks like the main sensor antenna's been damaged. Alright, let's switch to backup. Okay, you can activate the switch, and we'll see if there are any other problems.
Just put it there. This is one of the things that can sort of happen with it.
Switch confirmation button, Captain. Come.
Oh, I broke it.
The green confirmation button to. Okay, let's do the next one. Switching to defense systems.
So you can see you can sort of walk around the models and all that to it, and if you bring sort of facing that closer to it, you can sort of see all the detail on that on it. So this is one thing that's always sort of impressed me with VR.
Well, the deflector shields are totally offline. One more hit and we would have been toast. Let's shut them down until we can get them repaired. Something's wrong, Captain. Let's go check it out.
Sounds like trouble. Let's go and see what we can find.
What in the galaxy? That's impossible. Something's pulled us out of hyperspace and put us down in the Atreides sector. We're in the Outer Rim.
So one thing I also love about sort of VR is the 3D sound that you get through when you're sort of playing the game.
That doesn't look like any stars.
And in VR games, it's tend to be done pretty well.
How did they snag us?
This is Admiral Carius of the Galactic Empire. Surrender control of your ship immediately.
This is ZOE3, first mate on the Windfall. Zoe to my friends. There must be some mistake. Admiral, the Windfall is a humble salvage vessel.
Anything short of immediate compliance will result in your destruction.
My bad, Admiral. Sorry about that. Slaving our ship's guidance to your Imperial control now. Oh, scrag. Well, we didn't do anything that bad. Whoa! Whoa, that looks like Mustafa. Mustafar's a mining planet. Why are the Imperials taking us there?
So obviously this game's got some interactive aspects to it there, but it's also got a well-defined sort of story to it. So it's a sort of cross between a sort of an episode of Star Wars and sort of a wee mini game of it too. I have to say, sort of for the PlayStation VR, the graphics in this are pretty amazing.
Doing with that lot of planets?
Well, what I can see anyway.
I got a bad feeling about this, Captain.
This is Admiral Carius. Present your ship for inspection.
You know, I'm getting the feeling they're onto us. I'll hide the credit sheets. You write the ship's nav log.
Once, we will board your ship by force. Civilian ship. Open your doors.
I'm officially worried, Captain.
Open your doors.
Just a moment. Sorry, we're having... Oh! Hi. A thousand... Oh!
Don't move, scum!
You've caused us considerable inconvenience, smuggler.
Smugglers? Who said we were
Silence
smugglers?
destroyed.
Smugglers?
Take them both to the holding cells.
Anybody else just get the urge there to shout freedom?
You're awake. Good. My name is Admiral Carius. In a moment, Darth Vader, Lord of this monolith, will give you a task at which you will undoubtedly fail. A word of advice. Do not anger Vader. I loathe cleaning these cells after interrogation. Cooperate, and I promise you a merciful... You are not the first candidate to fall under his scrutiny, and you will likely not be the last.
wonder why I have brought you here. You are required to perform one simple task. Open this configuration, and I will spare your life.
Okay, so we've got the box, Hellraiser, the puzzle box. So if we play about with this, Pinhead is about to sort of come out.
By the core.
Oi, that's mine.
This is the one I've been searching for.
Voice ID. Admiral Gable Carius.
I will send for you shortly.
You! Come closer, here! Come here, they mustn't hear us! You opened the artifact. No one's been able to do that for eons. Vader's been scouring the galaxy for someone of your bloodline.
What bloodline? What are you talking about? Also, please
Hello there.
introduce yourself. Who are you?
Vader Episode lore master of my cavern clan.
Uh-huh. And why should we trust you?
Do you want to get out of here? Then listen. Now that Vader's found you, he's in reach of enormous power.
Ever get the feeling that you're in all the wrong places?
Death itself. Countless lives are in danger, including your own. You must escape this planet.
Yeah, way ahead of you on that, lore master. Except I can't reach it.
Here, use this to access the main breaker.
Wait, you have a hydro spanner? I don't want to ask, but where have you been hiding that? Don't tell. You know what? I don't want to know.
You need to insert the hydro spanner into that access port.
No, there it is.
That sounds promising.
Just chucking stuff about.
That's it. Now plug in the door breaker.
Wow, you did
Hello
it,
there.
Captain. Thanks, Violet, was it? I was technically not listening.
The door is activated by voice print, but
Okay,
I can
no
use it.
offense, but this is not.
So I find sort of when, especially when this bit here,
Step
it tends to be
aside,
quite
please, and
dark.
keep quiet.
And so the first time that I
like
went
the
through
other
this bit
voice.
here, I was sort of struggling and where to know sort of where to go in that. But again, there's only so many places you can sort of go in
Voice
this
ID.
level. So
Admiral Gable Carius.
This way, hurry.
so I'm just sort of
This
pointing
lift
where I
will
want
take
to
us
go.
the hangar and your ship, but we need to override the security. Perfect.
I have to admit, shooting these bases is awful easy. disappointed. He didn't even try and shoot me.
We better move before any more guards arrive.
There's the windfall. That's our ship. We gotta find a way down there.
Quickly, let's move!
Oh, I guess we're not going that way.
No, this place will be swarming with troopers in seconds.
This is Admiral Karras. All personnel alert. Prisoners have escaped. Lock down the hangar and secure all exits.
Oh, we'll never get to our ship now.
You'll have to find the priestess of my clan.
Whoa.
Down in the caverns beneath us. She's your only way off Mustafa now. Take my lore totem. It will help her find you. I'll hold them off! Find the priestess! She's your only hope!
We gotta move! The elevators are going into lockdown. The only route is via these private chambers above us. No telling what's up there. But it can't be worse than this, right?
Secure stations! Secure stations! Prisoners have escaped. Locking out all service elevators and doors.
We're sitting bloggins in here. We'll have to find another way out. I can't override the controls. Can you try?
Okay, so let's see what we can do here.
See if your hydro spanner will let you override the controls. That's it! The hatch is opening. Okay, there's a ladder up here. Do you see a catch release? Try pulling the lever.
Okay, so whatever.
The lever on the top. Just grab it and pull.
There we go.
Way out. Follow me.
Okay, so that's where you actually need to grab on to bits and sort of like pulling yourself up.
Well, I guess the only way is up. Scrag it. I hate heights. This is humiliating. If you'd upgraded my repulsor lift module, I wouldn't have to drag myself up like a meat bag.
So I'm just sort of using the move controllers and grabbing onto the sidebars here. And typical. Let go.
Ooh, that's gotta hurt. Are you okay? It looks like we could climb up here. Word of advice. Best not to look down. Right, from here on out, can we just stick to places that don't require climbing, please? Ugh. Oh, I hate those things.
So a good thing with sort of the point to navigate feature in these games is that it's a good way to always point you in the right direction of where you need to be going.
According to the nav route, we can get out through those shutters.
Okay.
Okay, I think I can activate them, but I'm gonna need a minute. Will you cover me?
So we just have a wee wander about now. So remember, if you could sort of go ahead and subscribe and like, follow and share our sort of this Twitch stream that we're doing now, and also
You know what?
our sort of
If I can't
YouTube
activate
channel.
them, we're gonna need to cut our way out. So see if you can find something that will cut.
That would sort of be great. Just search YouTube for Blind Ninja 1704. You can also sort of check out the website where we've got reviews of games, how-to guides about accessibility, and all that sort of jazz at tripletaptech.org, and just click on the accessible gaming in the menus there.
You know what? Check the pedestal. I thought I saw something there.
Ooh.
What did you do?
Assessment indicates that training is required. Initializing training program. Level beginner. To block an attack, hold your lightsaber still and at an angle across the path of the enemy strike. Replicate the sequence indicated by the hologram to block the attacks. Correct. Once more. Adequate. Lesson complete. Lesson 2. Attacking. After blocking a series of enemy strikes, they become vulnerable. That's when you attack. For a successful strike, swing in a wide, straight arc. Follow the example arc to perform your own strike. Correct.
Okay.
Strike as the example arc shows. Now, change the strike angle as the hologram shows. Good. Once more. Good form. Lesson complete. Lesson 3. Combination attacks. To keep your opponent off guard, you must assume a different angle for each strike. Now strike after blocking these attacks.
That's gotta hurt.
Try again. Block the attacks. Now strike after blocking these attacks. Try again. Block the attacks. Now strike after blocking these attacks. Try your own strike coverage. Excellent. Lesson 3 complete. Final lesson. Blaster deflection. You can deflect blaster fire back to its source. Defend yourself against the training remote. The deflection successful. Beginner training program complete. Prepare
Cool,
for
just like in Jedi Fallen Order.
You okay? That's gotta hurt.
There we go.
I'm actually impressed, Captain. I thought for sure you were dead. Come on, there's no time to celebrate. I found a way out. Yes.
And that one is worth it for Vader Immortal, just to pick up a
Found a
lightsaber.
way. And it's along an outer ledge. Oh, goody. Yikes! That's a really long drop. Okay, well there's a ventilation shaft just above us, which means we have to go even higher. So, great news for me. Now grab my hand. Oh, it's actually kind of beautiful. At least as far as nightmare hellscapes go. Well, there should be a way to get this open.
Shall we go in?
Then cutting slower.
I have no
So yeah, so I find sort of VR's sort of a great way to sort of add another level of gameplay onto your gaming experience. But I also find it with my eye condition to be sort of a lot more comfortable to play, as I'm not having to focus on sort of the screen all the time. With the screen sort of being, with the screen's being sort of very close to me, it just makes it a wee bit more easier. Oh, now I'm totally lost. Cool. Okay, where we're going now? Okay, totally lost track of where it's meant to be or what I'm meant to be doing now, but not to worry. No, that's not going to work. Okay, there must be a button or sort of something about here we can find. Cool, find a way. Hopefully, anyway. Okay, so again, it's freaking out a wee bit there.
With the candidates, you will be able to unlock Lady Korvax's sanctum. You will gain mastery over death itself. What you seek is finally within your grasp. Leave me now.
And if you'd like us to sort of do a walkthrough of any games or that with the accessibility features, or even just how to make them sort of accessible, you can get in contact with us through the website at tripletaptech.org.
Annie, come back.
Very angry man.
I was not programmed for this. Everything about this place feels wrong. We need to get out of here. Down here!
Great, more ladders.
Hurry, get in! Okay, what did Violet say again?
You'll have to find the priestess of
So,
my clan.
we're almost getting to the end of this game,
She's your only way off Mustafa.
and next we'll be going on to try
It will help her
a
find you.
game called Beat Saber, which I'll explain a wee bit more later on, but it's basically a rhythmic
Is there
game in which you
any
have to
version of this plan that doesn't end up with us
hit
being dead?
squares that are coming towards you with two lightsabers. So it's kind of along the same line, but just totally different.
It's been a good run. Whoa! Look at this place. It seems like the Imperials are excavating something. Okay, we got the caverns. How are we gonna find the priestess? Oh, there's a skiff! I think I can just hotwire this thing. Come over and cover me.
Intruders on the excavation dock. It's the prisoners. Get them.
Okay, hit the blaster fire! Just like you did with the floating training droid. Turn up, fire!
This is Admiral Curious. All units to the excavation bunker. Secure the area.
Now, go! This is it! Hold it! No!
Luckily, Black and Red my two distinct cars. Okay, so I think we'll buy that bit.
They're out of range. Requesting orders.
Incredible. Looks like an ancient castle. These ruins are definitely pre-Republic. At least a few thousand cycles old. That's what the Imperials are excavating. I wonder what Vader is after. My guess is that's where we'll find the priestess.
Cool.
Well, this must be it. That guy looks like the welcoming committee. I hope this priestess shows up. Hey, the totem's glowing. That creepy guy said you're a descendant of Lady Corvax. Be her. I bet this was her castle.
Totally missed that bit there. That's what.
After you, Captain. Why don't you go first?
By the original light. It appears Vader has finally found his candidate.
Hi. Are you the priestess? Violet said we should give you this, that you'd help us escape?
We don't have much time. I must help you understand. Once, our world Mustafa was green, filled with life.
Cool. Always quite enjoyed this wee bit.
Lady Corvax abided here with her husband, Sir Dorwin, living in peace with my people. The bright star was our most sacred object. Its energy nourished our planet.
Yeah, so while watching this scene, go ahead and like, subscribe, and share this Twitch stream with everyone that you know. all your friends, family, or people with visual impairments, organisations with visual impairments, and let's get it out there that VI gaming can be accessible. Different games to a different degree, but it certainly can be accessible. If you'd like to subscribe and share to this Twitch screen, that would be great. The more followers we can get, the more subscribers, the better the channel will do. The same goes for our YouTube channel. On our YouTube channel, you can also catch up with the previous live streams that we do. So we do a live stream once a week, every Wednesday, from 7 PM GMT until 10 PM GMT, and that's live streamed on Twitch, which we're doing just now. However, you can catch up in the previous ones on our YouTube channel at YNinja1704.
But he needs a descendant of the ladies to wield it. Vader is here.
You can also check out our website at www.tripletaptech.org, and that's got a whole host of accessible content on it.
Take it from him.
We've got sort of user guides on how to get most accessibility to iPhone and Android devices, all the way through to more sort of bespoke devices, such as in your pocket smartphone and synaptic and blind shell phones.
And our future is in your hands. Fate has chosen you.
Oh, great. Thanks for stopping by. Because you know what I wanted? I wanted a lot of fate. I thought that would be fun, you know, some future. Oh my.
Uh-oh.
Lord Vader, it wasn't our fault. The Mustafarian forced us to help them.
Do not insult me with excuses. You know what I seek. Take the artifact key. Open the sanctum lock now.
Impressive.
Protect the prisoners.
That's one down. You've obviously have no skill whatsoever with this. Whoa, where did you come from? So I tend to find bits like this where there's a lot going on the screen, it can be quite tricky for me to take in all the details. Does it lightsaber keeps disappearing? you go away? One thing I do enjoy about this bit, this fight can be quite difficult. 3D audio, that's good. It's bad that I'm sort of out of breath after that bit.
You have
I'd be a total rubbish Jedi.
I will not be denied. You will help seize the Bright Star. I sense a latent force ability within you. Follow me and I will instruct you in its ways. You will need the force if you are to survive the path ahead.
And there we have it, the completion of Vader Episode 1. So it is quite a short game that'll maybe take about an hour, maybe an hour and a half if you want to stop and sort of pick up all the different sites and that on it. But again, it's a game that's not meant to be a full-flung game such as sort of Star Wars Squadrons or something like that. It's just meant to be a wee quick fun game and introduce you to some of the folklore of Star Wars and have a wee bit of action in it, but most of the game is sort of story driven. Again, the game could be made a lot better with introducing some more sort of accessibility options, especially for low visual players. So maybe the ability to have, as I say, this should be available in every game, but a screen filter in which you can customise the sort of transparency of things, you can customise sort of the outline shape, the high contrast mode, etc. Stuff like that would make the game a lot more sort of accessible to people with low vision. I have to say that this is the first time I've sort of completed the game on the PlayStation, but I've done it quite a few times on the Oculus Quest, and when it comes to the tracking, I think the Oculus Quest is by far a better way to sort of play this game, as it seems to be more it seems to follow your hand movements and that a little bit better. I noticed that sort of when we were doing the battle at the end with the antique robots, shall we call them, then there was quite a lot of times that the sort of lightsaber, which is your primary weapon, was just disappearing and wasn't really doing what I was sort of expecting it to do. But that's just the issues of sort of different VRs. Each VR system has its pros and its cons. So some of the things that, so to recap what we were saying earlier on, some of the things that you can do to make Vader Immortal Episode 1 a wee bit more accessible is just to increase or decrease the brightness on it. Play a bit with that till it's at a level that you find sort of comfortable. And again, as with all games, it's the more you play it, the more you'll sort of get into it. You'll realise the different parts of the maps, what actions you have to do, and a lot of them will sort of just become second nature. So while we're just waiting for this to finish now, what we'll say is I'm going to move